At 400 rounds per minute, a single burst can transform an entire defensive perimeter into total devastation. The Philippine Army has officially injected new lethal power into its ACV-15 armored fleet, turning once exposed personnel carriers into formidable infantry fighting vehicles. During urban combat in Mindanao, older light armor proved completely vulnerable when ambushed from hidden positions, leaving troops hopelessly trapped inside steel coffins. That fatal tactical flaw left the military with no choice but to rebuild its armored core from the ground up, or face complete annihilation in future island conflicts. By integrating the Turkish-manufactured Saber single-man turret under a contract valued at over 288 million Philippine pesos, defense officials have radically altered the tactical balance. This massive upgrade replaces obsolete manually operated machine gun mounts with an automated 40mm automatic grenade launcher paired with a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun. Driven by advanced digital fire control systems and uncooled thermal imaging optics, the modernized ACV-15 can now detect, lock onto, and neutralize hostile forces at distances exceeding 2,200 meters in absolute darkness. On paper, leading global defense analysts argue that this transformation gives the Philippine Army its most responsive tracked fire support platform in history, effectively bridging a critical capability gap between light infantry and heavy mechanized armor. Before we go on, do you think this firepower boost is enough to secure the nation's vast coastline? And tell me where you're watching from. If you want to stay ahead of critical global defense developments, hit the subscribe button right now. To understand the urgency behind this transformation, we must look back to May 2017 during the Siege of Marawi. When insurgent forces seized dense urban blocks, the Philippine Army deployed its legacy fleet of ACV-15 and M113 vehicles to lead the assault. However, those vehicles quickly proved useless in prolonged urban warfare. Gunners operating exposed 12.7mm machine guns were forced to lean out of open hatches, making them prime targets for enemy snipers hiding inside high-rise structures. Lacking advanced thermal imaging cameras, driver crews were virtually blind once night fell, forcing armored units to pull back and cede tactical momentum to hostile fighters. Soldiers were even forced to strap wooden planks to their hull armor in a desperate attempt to detonate incoming anti-tank rockets. That 5-month urban battle resulted in severe equipment damage and cost the lives of over 160 security personnel. Armed forces planners realized that relying on outdated light personnel, carriers created an unsustainable risk to human life. In August 2020, under Horizon 2 of the revised Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, the Department of National Defense formally finalized a contract with Turkish defense contractor FNSS to overhaul the ACV-15 fleet. The primary objective was simple: transition the vehicle from a passive troop transport into an aggressive infantry fighting vehicle. By early 2023, the first batch of upgraded ACV-15 units featuring integrated Saber turrets was delivered to the Armor Division. This upgrade completely eliminated the need for exposed gunners by placing operators inside a fully protected hull. Independent global military analysts observed that this single structural change restored vital combat confidence to frontline troops, while turning a historical tactical liability into an effective combat asset. At the core of this lethal transformation is the FNSS Saber single-man turret system. Weighing approximately 1,700 kilograms, this compact turret packs devastating firepower without overloading the 14.5 metric ton ACV-15 tracked chassis. The primary weapon system features a 40mm automatic grenade launcher, capable of firing high-explosive dual-purpose rounds at a rate of 350 to 400 rounds per minute. With an effective engagement range reaching 2,200 meters, a single vehicle can saturate entrenched positions and suppress enemy infantry over a lethal 15-meter kill radius per impact. Supplementing this primary firepower is a coaxial 7.62mm FNMAG machine gun, loaded with 2,000 ready rounds for close-quarter defense. The true operational leap lies within its modern electronic architecture. The gunner operates safely beneath the armored hull, using an ergonomic joystick and high-definition digital displays. The integrated digital fire control system incorporates an eye-safe laser rangefinder accurate up to 5,000 meters, automatically calculating ballistic offsets for maximum target accuracy. Its advanced thermal optics allow daylight and nighttime target identification through heavy smoke, fog, and total darkness, granting the Philippine Army a round-the-clock tactical advantage. From a procurement perspective, this modernization strategy represents extraordinary economic efficiency. Brand-new tracked infantry fighting vehicles like the Scud-2 or KF-41 Lynx can cost between $5 million to $8 million United States dollars per unit. In contrast, defense procurement data indicates the upgrade cost per ACV-15 unit sits under $1 million United States dollars. On paper, top international military analysts emphasize that this cost-effective solution restores over 80% of modern combat capability, while saving the nation hundreds of millions of United States dollars. Beyond immediate tactical enhancements, the deployment of upgraded ACV-15 armor marks a fundamental pivot in national security strategy. Under the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept, introduced by the Department of National Defense, these tracked armored units are no longer confined to internal security duties in Mindanao. Stationed strategically across key coastal sectors in Palawan and Luzon, these vehicles participated in joint amphibious assault drills during Exercise Balikatan 2024, proving their readiness to repel potential beachhead landings and defend sovereign territory. However, independent military strategists highlight critical vulnerabilities that remain unaddressed. The underlying aluminum armor chassis only meets STANAG 4569 Level 2 standards, providing protection against 14.5mm rounds, but remaining susceptible to heavy anti-tank guided missiles and large improvised explosive devices. Furthermore, relying on complex foreign supply chains involving Turkish manufacturing and Israeli electro-optics exposes long-term operational risks if geopolitical tensions disrupt spare parts delivery. Ultimately, the modernization of the ACV-15 demonstrates how a pragmatic military can maximize deterrence on a tight budget. By blending proven tracked mobility with modern automated firepower, the Philippine Army has transformed a legacy troop carrier into a decisive instrument of coastal defense. As regional security dynamics grow increasingly unpredictable, this upgrade proves that tactical ingenuity can overcome budget constraints when protecting a nation. Can budget-friendly, armored upgrades truly replace dedicated heavy tanks on the modern battlefield? Or is this merely a temporary patch for a larger naval defense gap? Share your thoughts in the comments below.